Well, it's Tuesday, and we are here. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me see who all we got in here. Oh, I know I'll miss some, but Mimsy's Garden, Duncan 1900, Michelle P., Rich Green Acres, Sweet Pea Farm, New York, Kiss My Grass Acres, Frugal Healthy Homemaker, Ravens Nature Family Farm. Michelle P., if I didn't say that, Built on the Rock Homestead, High Plains Ministed, Grammy Karen, Homesteading at Cooker. Uh-oh. I don't know how to pronounce it. Scotty might know. Well, welcome to everybody. Thank you for being here. We had a message posted. Correct me if I'm wrong, hon. We had a message posted on our Facebook page?
No. In the group, yeah.
Yeah, on our group Facebook page.
Carrie, that tonight is for her.
And, well, here, let me bring it up here. The message reads as follows. 3 weeks ago, several of us requested help with TubeBuddy and YouTube Studio. I sure hope they get covered soon since I was forced to only use YouTube Studio. Doing YouTube has become a nightmare. Welcome to YouTube. I just had a nightmare before we went live here tonight. Even TubeBuddy no longer works and just drives me nuts. About ready to throw that program in the trash. Glad I never gave them a dime. And YouTube Studio, it doesn't work. Hate it with every fiber in my bones. Latest issue published a video Monday morning. Double checked to make sure. And both YouTube Studio and my phone confirmed the video was published. This morning discovered that the video was unlisted. I used to love making videos, but since Studio came into my life, I wonder why I bother. I feel your pain. I had, YouTube has stressed here that there is new ways to do the live streaming. And I know a lot of you maybe don't do any live streaming. Let me see if this, I'll bring this over. New, streamlined, live control room is the way to go live. Watch the video, go to live control room. Well, I'm here to tell you, it sucks. It's terrible. It is absolutely horrendous. I find that I have blank containers for live streams that keep appearing. It's absolutely terrible. But we kind of persevere and get through it. Tonight was one of those nights. That's the reason I was a couple minutes late. Create a container earlier today so that I could put out the notification that we would be going live at 8 o'clock Eastern time. You always have to make sure of that. And that sort of maybe a little bit appeared to work. I checked and saw that there was a container out there, and so I went to go live about 5 minutes till. I usually try to start the stream about 5 minutes till. and it just wouldn't connect. It kept saying, no, waiting for your stream. And I'm looking over here at OBS, and it's just pumping away. It's saying it's broadcasting. So I checked the stream keys. Those were correct. Everything looked correct. Wasn't working. Was not working. And then the wonderful live control room went totally non-responsive. So in quick act of desperation, after trying to rebuild another news stream with the control room, which has a couple neat features, but it's still a nightmare, I went right back to the old control room, the way that I've done it now for over a couple of years, about 3 years, and it just works right away first time. So here we are. We're running the old technology, but at least it's working. But let's get back to the topic on hand tonight. One of the first thing that I would like to talk about is YouTube Studio beta version. So I'm sure all of you know this. A lot of this is going to be very, very redundant, but let's just humor me. You get into a browser. I happen to use, for the most part, I use the Google Chrome browser. That's my primary browser. Second would be Firefox. Third would be Microsoft Edge. And that's really the only three I ever dropped down to. But typically it's Google Chrome. So that's what I have open here in front of you. We'll just go into YouTube. And I am currently signed in here. I'm signed in as Two Family Homestead. So if I want to go into the studio, YouTube Studio beta version. Oh, before I do that, I do want you to note that I have a TubeBuddy plugin installed here. I have a Vid IQ plugin installed. I also have a Social Blade plugin installed. So I have those three plugins installed that use up resources on my system, slow things down, but does provide you a fair amount of extra information if you're looking for it. And just to demonstrate that, let me just open up one of Justin Rhodes' videos here.
King and Queen are coming to Downton. It's the grandest occasion.
Skip out of the ad. Okay, so this is obviously a very, very new video. I've not seen this yet. It's only got 624 views, so we're catching it very much on the quick end because all of his stuff gets multi-thousand views. But here's what some of these plugins will do for you. The Social Blade plugin gives kind of an overview of the channel, of the video that you're watching, of the channel that you're connected to. And according to Social Blade, they give the overall grade to the channel a B. And then they have a subscriber rank and a video view rank and estimated monthly income. Now, this is a wide variation of numbers. But they're saying, they're figuring as an absolute low, it's $952. And as a high, it's $15,200 per month. Based upon conversations I've had with a lot of people, I've not had this conversation with Justin, but with a lot of people and seeing how YouTube comes up with this information, I'm going to say that typically you're going to find that the YouTuber in question is definitely in the top 1/3 of this range, if not higher. So let's just say that in this case, if I had to guess, I'm going to say he's making 10 grand a month. So that's how I read this. It then comes down and says, okay, in the last 30 days, he has gained 15,587 subs. And a little arrow over here says that's an up to green arrow. It's up by 1%. So he's actually increased this month over last month. That equates to 667 subs a day. That's the average. The subs he actually had today is 608. Now here's where it really starts to get interesting. In the last 30 days, he's had 3,807,540 views. Well, that's up 9%. 159,260 is the daily view average, and the views today is 126,517. And there's a couple hot spots here. You can view more on Social Blade. We're just going to go ahead and open that real quick because that's kind of what we're doing here, just showing you some of the different things available. So this is the actual Social Blade website. This gives you more detailed information as they receive it directly from YouTube. Things like the daily subscribers that they get each and every day, how many video views each and every day. And they have some different charts, all kinds of different little things that you can do here to garnish information on a channel, including things like a live subscriber count. So at this point in time, he has 529,730 subscribers. And I'm sure if we left this sit for any amount of time, you would see it bouncing around and getting a few more, getting a few less. It goes up and down all the time. A lot of people got to see a lot of these live subscriber counts during PewDiePie's.
Mary's Organic Journal was asking, how do they get this info? Is it not kept private?
No, it is not kept private unless that person makes it private. And even then, there's certain things that just are never private. So here's what happens. The YouTube has made available certain calls that certain companies or people can query the Google/YouTube servers to gather this information. And I know that I have Justin's up here right now, but I'm gonna put ours up just so y'all can see it. So when I do a search for two-family homestead, yeah, we come up first, but here's other ones that come up within this same search: Big Family Homestead, An American Homestead, Pratt Family Homestead, My Little Homestead, Homesteading Family, The Crockers, Full House Homesteaders with Homestead Mama, Family Heritage Living, This Pioneer Life. Justin Rhodes comes up in it. Fouch Family Off Grid, The Elliott Homestead, Bama Grits, Freedom Homestead, Simply Living Alaska. So we're going to go and we're going to select ours because I have the most information about that. Gives you a picture of the banner. Yeah, I do. Tells a little bit about it, gives all these rankings. We had 150 subscribers over the last 30 days. And our estimated earnings is somewhere between $3 and $44 a month. Well, that's probably pretty accurate. You can look at the daily counts for subscribers, daily counts for video views, and of course, our chart graphs. You can compare our charts with other channels or any two channels. You can come in and compare. These are just some of the things you can do within Social Blade. We could spend an entire evening just in Social Blade and pick up some of the different things that can be done with it. So let's go back here to the browser. Some of the other things here. The next one underneath, the next plugin underneath Social Blade happens to be TubeBuddy. Well, TubeBuddy is geared more toward just the video here, but here's what it shows you. That at this point in time, that this queried this, as we brought it up, it had 624 views. There were 0 comments. It already had 80 thumbs up. And you can see all those numbers match to what YouTube has. This next little container here is what they call the SEO, which is search engine optimization. And it says 4 of 20 suggested videos are from this creator. And it says this video's tag appears 0 times in the title and description. This video has 0 search results for its tags. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. From a social media platform, quick look at Facebook. It receives a like on Facebook. It has some upvotes on Reddit, or it does not have any upvotes on Reddit. Doesn't have anything on Twitter. A little bit about the channel: 111 million views, 530,000 subscribers. If these quote unquote best practices were followed, so they're saying it does have a high res thumbnail. There's been no info cards added. Does have an end screen. Has not been shared on Twitter. Has been liked on Facebook. Captions have been added. There's been no comments pinned, and there's been no comments hearted. And those are some of the different things you'll hear us talk about from time to time as far as, best practices as to what to do. We talk about this some on Thursday nights, but we don't get into it in this much depth. Vid IQ is another program that is to help creators. So this is their take on this. They have a Vid IQ score, and I probably use Vid IQ the least. I just have the free version of it. And so I probably know the least about it here. But if we go down through here, it does have some neat things. Talks about the Social Blade stuff, or not Social Blade, I'm sorry, the social networking aspect of it, engagement rates and so forth. The search engine optimization. This has another interesting thing here. It says compare views in the first 28 days for this video versus, well, here's our channel, Two Family Homestead, because that's how I'm signed in. If you have a paid version, I can compare this video with any other video out there. And it shows the two in a comparison as to how they're doing against another one. Now, and going down through here, there's no tags on this video. And I know that frequently you hear people talk about tags. And yet here is a creator that makes very, very good content, good quality content. He doesn't put tags in his videos. Doesn't care. Well, I shouldn't say he doesn't care. Maybe he doesn't have time. Or maybe he's just not interested in that part. Again, I've not sat down and talked with Justin about it, but there's no tags here. If we went to a different video, let's just go down and grab a different one here. We'll grab one of Mike's
You ain't
here.
wash your hair? No. Oh, well, the shampoo is an additional $50, girl.
Okay, this one, the Fit Farmer, if you notice, here's the tags he has added to this video. And that will be the same on both of these. He also has some channel tags. And this is just a way to quickly see what some other channels are doing. So these are all just tools to help you. So that's the browser I use. These are the tools that I use to quickly view what's going on with not only a video but a channel that I'm not familiar with. What are they actually doing? How are they getting the amount of views and stuff they're getting? Is it something I need to pay attention to? Something I can learn from to make my videos better? Kiss My Grass, yes, we are still planning to be at the HOA. Oh, you're staying right on top of it. I just happened to glance over and see that. So some of for getting tongue-tied here, for getting into the Creator Studio beta version, I'm sure everybody knows how to do this, but we're going to go ahead and walk through the steps. You click on your little icon up here. You need to be signed in to to YouTube, and you drop down and click YouTube Studio Beta. And this is YouTube Studio Beta for two-family homestead. And for some reason, we're not doing as well this 28 days as we did the previous 28 days. We're doing a little bit better on subscribers, but our watch time is down. Our views are down. Our revenue is down. So I'm just hinting everybody, can donate a couple bucks and bring our revenue back up. I'm just fooling with you here. Within the dashboard here, which gives you an overview of what's going on with your channel, the last video that you had posted is up here in the upper left-hand corner. And then, of course, the last post. As you scroll down through here, you can see all the different things. Now, because I have Vid IQ and TubeBuddy installed as browser helpers, I guess you could use the term, that has also inserted other tools over here on the left for different things. So this is a deal for Vid IQ. If I wanted to do any competitor looking trend alerts for Vid IQ. Most viewed videos, channel audit, and as you can see they're obviously wanting me to upgrade. And if I had a lot of money, I would probably upgrade because I find a lot of this stuff interesting. Let's go in and look at our videos because this is where TubeBuddy comes better into effect. So this is the promo that we did for St. Bernard Acres. And TubeBuddy has added a thing in here where I can create a thumbnail. Not only can I create a thumbnail from scratch, but I can post it here. I can compare it with others. I can use what YouTube has selected out of the video that we uploaded. This is also where all the tags are entered. And TubeBuddy has got a section here called Tag Tools. And you can click on these suggested for search tags. So they're suggesting these as tags to put in, and they're giving tags used by similar top ranking videos. So off-grid cabin, bug out location, off the grid, pallet wood, cabin build. This is all stuff that is picked up, that YouTube has picked up off this video by never actually seeing it. This is all from the artificial intelligence, and then TubeBuddy querying YouTube, and this is information that it has gleaned back from those queries. Now, from the channel, from the related channel, obviously two-family homestead, but then YouTube has picked up VW Family Farm, our half-acre homestead, pineapple sunshine cake. Sherry and I just look at each other and can't really believe it. This was one of our very early videos. It still gets looked at all the time. So you all go out and check out pineapple sunshine cake. And it's a good recipe, easy to do. Living on a Dime, Roots and Refuge, Half-Acre Homestead, Prepper Princess, and these go on and on and on. But these are all names that YouTube has gotten off of our channel from artificial intelligence.
Jerry's saying that TubeBuddy thumbnail thingy on the right, it blocks most of my screen, so I can't get to the end screen, cards, etc. What good is that thumbnail thing?
She must be talking about this piece over here. That's my guess. And see, it's not blocking anything for me on this. So I am...
Does she use it on her phone?
No, I don't think that... Well, this does not apply on a phone, I don't think. Because this is...
She said yes.
All right, so this is a browser extension. And I'm guessing if this is blocking... Let me see if this will work. Okay. All right, so
Yeah, on a laptop.
okay. So if you go into your display settings, and you can instantly see when the way that let me go ahead and go back. I'm on my desktop here. I just minimized the Chrome browser, so I'm on my desktop. I do a right click and I'll go to display settings. I have 3 monitors hooked to this computer that I'm on right now. I'm looking at the center monitor. That's the one you folks that I'm sharing with you folks that you're looking at. The display resolution on this monitor is 1920 by 1080. Typically, people would call this a 1080p monitor. If that TubeBuddy is blocking a lot of your view, I would guess that your display resolution is maybe 720 instead of 1080. Now that's just a guess. So see if you can increase your display resolution. That's going to depend on a lot of things. It's going to depend on the monitor. It's going to depend on the drivers. But the display resolution here, just for example, I have all of these I can pick from. I'm guessing I'm going to say keep changes here for right now. I'm going to bring this screen back up. Well, between capturing the screen and bringing it back across, but yeah, I think you can see this thing is now in the way. It's blocking stuff. And that's simply because it's the resolution is different. So now if I go back in and I change the resolution back to 1920 by 1080, tell it to keep the changes. Now it's clear off to the side. So see if you can increase your resolution on your monitor. That's going to be the quickest way to correct that. If that doesn't work, there is a little gear on the top up here, which is a quick edit toolbar. You can hide it.
She says laptop has touch screen, even when small, it still covers stuff.
Okay, well, and I again, it's going to go back to the resolution. But you can always hide this quick edit toolbar. You can always hide it. There's a little gear in the upper right-hand corner of it. Click on the gear, and you hide it, and it just minimizes it. Just gives it. It just takes it away. Just has the little piece on top, and then you can show it. So it can be two things. It can be the resolution of the screen itself, or it could also be in the zoom settings of your browser. For what I do here, I try to keep the zoom at 100%. I try to keep everything at recommended values. So in this particular computer, this particular setup with these particular monitors, 1920, 1080 screen resolution is quote unquote recommended. I keep my zoom set at 100%. I can increase it. So if I increase it, I can see where this has now come over and is covering up other things. By just clicking the three dots in the upper right-hand corner, I can reduce the zoom back down to where I want it. So I'm adjusting how I'm seeing the screen. And I think that's all you're going to need to do on yours. So we talked a little bit about the tags here. You can have up to 500 spaces utilized for tags.
Yeah, characters.
500 characters. And it has a little counter here that you can do that. But the tag tools they have suggested, they have keyword explorers. You can import the tags from a list. You can copy. You can sort them. This is their quote unquote recommended tags. So now in the Vid IQ piece, when did that say date? And I didn't want to put that in. Okay, so vidIQ, they want more of an upgrade to see more of the tags here. there's a lot of features that are available, and the more that you upgrade, the more features work for you. I completely understand. You know, you can't keep throwing money at something. If we were all making $1,000 a month from YouTube, we could have all these toys and tools, but we don't have. Let's go back and look here again, because the Studio Beta has divided up the videos. They have everything here as far as uploads, and then a separate section for live. So here's where we're at with the live streams. And this is the one that's currently live. This is where we are all at right now. We're in this one. It's currently live. I do want to point this out to everybody. This was our Monday Night Live last night. If you notice, this video is being reviewed to determine whether it's suitable for most advertisers. You'll usually get a final decision within a week. I usually get it so that it's approved. But I also already know that tonight's will be the same way. I'll get this nice yellow $sign, and it will tell me that, oh, geez, we think that this is not suitable for all advertisers. And of course, when they do that, they take it out of any recommended lists. YouTube does not promote it at all, and this is what YouTube has done to all of our live streams, all of our videos. So this is my gripe with them. But as you can see, all the rest of these have gotten turned on. The problem is that they don't get near as many views. A live stream does not get near as many views down the road as what a typical video does. Most videos are anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes in length, some up to 30, whereas live streams are typically an hour to 2 to 3 hours. People don't go back and watch 2-3 hour live streams. The analytics section in Studio Beta is fabulous. There's more information here than you can use. And I'm not going to get into everything here at this point in time. Your comments, this is where you can go in and you can reply to comments. You can see what video they're talking about. You can heart your comments. You can give them thumbs up. In other words, it's a quick way to interact.
Do you re-upload your live streams?
I don't re-upload them. When we do the live stream, it just YouTube publishes them. I don't take them down. I do not take them down. YouTube just publishes them. So they are available for people to go in and search and use and look at. And they also have a section here which is kind of neat. It's called copyright. So here's what YouTube has found. This is where YouTube has said, these other folks have got your content displayed on their channel. And this first one that's here, if you notice the title name, it says Monday Night's Guest Dennis Allen, City Boy Homesteader. This was the promo that I made for Dennis Allen when they were going to be, or when they were on our Monday Night Live. And I gave him the video to use. He put it up on his channel, and YouTube has gone in and said, oh, he's copied your video. They have no idea I gave it to him. And because of that, because they recognize that it's mine, it was published on my channel first, I could go in and I could request him to take it away, to delete it. There's a host of different things that can be done here. The same way with Grizz. And of course, Smudge. Well, I've taken some of the videos from here and thrown them up on Smudge's channel on Tuesday nights just to demonstrate and show people. So here is the monetization part. This is what everybody loves to talk about. I give you a quick overview on the video advertising. So once your channel is approved for monetization, advertisers can start running ads on your videos. Well, that's provided that YouTube doesn't say, oh, we've determined your video is not suitable for all advertisers.
I Grow Maryland, read that one.
Okay, here's the problem. I Grow Maryland. I heard that it's best to record it and then re-upload it because YouTube algorithms don't favor live streams. I'm going to tell, I'll be real blunt here. If there's nobody out here that understands or knows what the YouTube algorithms are, and if they do know what they are currently right now, they'll be different tomorrow because it's all artificial intelligence and it wildly varies. Now, the problem is you do and you can go way, way back in our live streams because we used to embed the chat in all of our live streams so that when people went back to look at the live streams later, they could follow along with everybody in the chat window. Well, YouTube kind of got the hint somewhere along the line, and if you do not screw with your live stream when it's done being processed and back up there, the chat stays with the live stream. If you go in and edit the live stream, the chat's gone. So anybody that you know that they claim that they have, or if they do, if they re-upload their live stream as a video, there will be no chat. And to me, chat is what makes the deal with the live stream. If you are looking at one of their live streams and you see the chat rolling up the side in a rebroadcast type situation, in other words, this was a live stream that was, say, delivered last week, and the chat's there with it, they did not edit that. They did not re-upload it. That is just the way it was presented when it was live. And that is the way that YouTube works. Now, if you want to embed the chat in the screen, you can do that. That's how we did it for a long time. All of our early Monday Night Live shows were done that way. So anyway, getting back to the earning money, the video advertising, that's the way everybody talks about it. And I know that everybody has talked, well, you got to get, what is it, hon? Is it 4,000 hours or, 4,000 hours, 1,000 subscribers to enable monetization. Of course, then you have to be approved. I think you have to be a partner. In other words, YouTube wants to know who you are, and you have to apply to AdSense and so on and so forth. You have to set up where they have a method to pay you and all that. And that's fine and good. And I know everybody says, oh, if I could just get to be monetized. Well, that 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers, if you were monetized from day one, that amount of views, that amount of anything, that doesn't amount to $25. It doesn't amount to $10. So don't don't jump into it thinking you're going to make a lot of money. It doesn't happen that way. You get a viral video that gets millions of views. You get things that literally blow up unexpectedly on YouTube. That's where the money's made. And of course, it's kind of like playing the lottery. The other way money is made is in live chats, and also now they're in members of your channel. So we have the live chat enabled. And these are some of the people that have given us some live chat over the, I don't see dates here, but these are just some of the super chats that we have received. And we certainly appreciate that. I mean, to us, that's kind of like a little tip jar. We try to do a nice job. We serve you up information, just like if you went into a nice restaurant and the waitress or waiters, served you your dinner and everything was nice, and you give them a little tip. Well, we certainly try to do the same thing here, and we do always appreciate the little tips. We always appreciate our moderators that are in the chat here and kind of help keep things flowing. Where else are we going here?
What else did she ask? Short on time.
Okay. Says she published a video Monday morning. Double check to make sure. In both YouTube Studio, my phone confirmed that the video was published. I don't understand this, but I will say this. The only way to absolutely make sure that your video is published 100% is when you're done, you have your editing done, you have all your tags put in, you have your title the way it is, you have your thumbnail the way that you want it. Close down your browser completely. Completely close the browser. Reopen up your browser, go to your home page, and make sure the video is there. That way you will know. Don't trust anything in Studio. Don't trust anything with any other programs off to the side. And the reason is this. All of these programs use cached information. The browser uses cached information. And it is very possible for it to fool you into thinking something that has happened when in fact it hasn't. So just make it a habit. If you have any doubt whatsoever, close your browser completely. Go right back to the desktop. Open that browser up and go to your home page. Go to your video tab and make sure that it's there. All right, let's go into just a couple other things here. I wanted to touch base with, from a personal standpoint, sharing our studio beta with you. But if you,
I can't even play a video in Studio. I have to play it on the phone to make sure stuff is like I want it.
all right, who's saying this?
Carrie,
Okay. Studio Beta is not the platform for playing your videos. I can share that with you. Because here's what's happened. You've gone into your video, and I'm just going to go into an upload because that's typically what people would be looking at. And I'm going to go into the one we did here for Joe at St. Bernard Acres. I'm going to click on it. As soon as I click on it here, this literally has put this into an edit mode. This is not a place to preview your video. This is not a place to do any of that. This is a place to edit. Edit your description, edit your title, edit your tags, change your thumbnail. Here's your visibility tag. It shows that it's public. You can add it to playlists. You can add cards, end screen, etc., etc. This is not a place to try to view this video. If you want to view the video, they do give you the URL here. At the very end, there's a little box. If you click on that, it will open it in a new window. So this is in a totally new window. And the way I do that, this little square with the little arrow toward the upper right-hand corner, that just shows you that's going to open up in a new window. So you just click on that, and it opens up a new window and plays the video. That's the only way I know to really see. There's no place in here to look or preview your video. So now getting back to, if you do a search, if you go into YouTube and do a search and just do a search YouTube Studio Beta Tutorial, you're going to find tons of information. And I'm going to run through this on a couple others here, because you're going to find a common thread here with a lot of creators. This is from YouTube creators. So this is directly from YouTube, this top one here. This next one I may or may not be able to understand. I don't know, just by seeing the language here. Creator Fundamentals, you're going to find that they do a lot of good tutorials. I'm not familiar with YouTube Help. I don't know, but they have 7.5 million subscribers, so I would guess they're pretty good. I'm not familiar with Domingo. I'm not familiar with this person. They don't even have 10,000 subscribers. Here's By 9 to 5. I'm not familiar with them. And here's someone I am familiar with, Brian G. Johnson. He is a great instructor. And Think Media is another great channel. So those are all highly detailed areas of different things you can do within YouTube Studio. TubeBuddy was mentioned. Well, Nick Nimmin is probably one of the best on TubeBuddy. And so you do this search, you'll come up with this TubeBuddy tutorial, how to use TubeBuddy for YouTube. He knows what he's talking about. He's out of Thailand. I've actually had the opportunity to chat with him personally. He's got almost 500,000 subscribers. He's very, very good. We'll scroll on down through here. And a lot of these, if you notice, are put out right by TubeBuddy, different people. This is Andrew Can. So TubeBuddy Growth Tutorial. These are put out all by TubeBuddy. But here's Brian Johnson again. Brian Johnson does a lot of good tutorials. Nick Nimmin's in here again. Andrew Can and TubeBuddy. Vid IQ. I'm looking to see if we see a Roberto Blake is in this one. I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing Brian Johnson, but I'm sure that he has done one on this. And then, of course, on Social Blade, Video Creators has done some free tools on Social Blade, and a number of others. But if you do these searches and you tailor your searches to the word tutorial, the word of the program or tool that you want to use, you'll get some good help. The first 6 on any of these, I'm going to say you can pretty much take it to the bank. Live stream tutorials.
Sherry says TubeBuddy was helpful until YouTube Studio took over. Now it just screws up.
I don't know how to respond to that because we still use it. I've not found where it's screwing up, so I'm not sure what exactly it's not doing for you. If it's covering things up because of a resolution issue, I can understand your frustration on that. But I think that's going to be just a slight modification on screen resolution in order to get things displayed the way you want them.
It is 9 o'clock.
It is 9 o'clock, I'm being told. And I know that there's other folks out there that are getting their live streams fired up that we don't want to step on their toes. We will not be here Thursday night. We will be doing a live stream this coming weekend from Kentucky at the
Jessica said she's still on Creator Studio. It says my phone won't run beta.
I applaud you folks that are doing everything on your phones. I think if I had to do it just on my phone, you would probably have to visit me in some little white room that has padded walls, because I would be going nuts. But we'll be doing a live stream Saturday from Kentucky at the, what's the name of that? It's a picnic. Heartland Homesteader Picnic.
Yeah. Old-fashioned picnic.
Yeah, old-fashioned picnic. We'll be doing a live stream from that. Next Monday night, we will be doing a Monday Night Live from an undisclosed location at this point in time and undisclosed guest at this point in time. And we will actually be on our way to Florida. Sherry's daughter lives in Florida. We haven't seen him in a long time, and so we're going to go down, and since they won't come up and visit us, we're going to go down and visit them. All right. Thank you, J Love. Appreciate all of you being here. Appreciate our moderators. Anything else we need to say thank you to for? Folks,
That's it.
have a wonderful week. Thanks all for being here.
Past Daytona.
Okay. We can do that. Take care. Good night, folks. Bye-bye.